352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck. 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
Two Men in a Truck.
New arrivals and new savings are waiting for you at Blockers Furniture. With over 80,000 square feet of the best selection and best prices you can find on furniture, mattresses, home accents, accessories, and more. And with new trucks arriving weekly, Blockers has the best available in-stock selection. Unlike many other furniture companies that will have you waiting for months to get what you want or need, come see everything that Blockers has to offer. Blockers Furniture, 2402 Southwest College Road, next to Hobby Lobby.
Are you suffering from neck, back, or leg pain? Go Green CBD Store can help you with holistic, all-natural, lab-tested products that help with pain, stress, anxiety, inflammation, PTSD, and so much more. We stock smokable products, gummies, chocolate, coffee, tea, even pain cream. Yes, we even have treats and oils for your dogs or cats. Go Green CBD is located in the Paddock Mall in the center court. We're open every day. Come in today for a free sample.
You're having another great day and you have good taste tuning into WOCA The Source with Ocala Talks and Tom Schmitz. Well, 1 out of 2 isn't bad.
Welcome back as we wrap up a Friday edition. You know, I was listening to the commercial breaks. We got a lot of new sponsors that have popped up in the last week. Thanks for supporting local radio and supporting this show and WOCA. We really appreciate that. So, Blockers Furniture, Go Green CBD, the Golden Spoon. We got a veterans group. The fair jumped up to support us with the fair going on. Mm-hmm. Please go to the fair.
Oh, yeah, just for even
kids
helping kids. It's a great
Jerry Gertie does a great job, and she by the way does it pretty much herself and the kids.
Yeah. It's amazing how much work or effort the kids put in because they want to see us succeed because they know how much they have benefited.
Self-worth. From
the program. No different than you and the Boys and Girls Club. You know the value because you went through that process.
They get a self-worth by working hard doing these things. And
seeing it come to fruition,
Make the fair a success. Go out. It's at the I-75 flea market. Go out this weekend. Make the fair, the Marion County Fair, brought to you by Kids Helping Kids. Make it a success so it will come back again and again because those kids really work their rear ends off to try to make this a success. Mm-hmm. And Jerry does as well. So go take in the fair at the I-75 flea market. It's going to be a good time. So really encourage you. Maybe we'll go there tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go to the fair tonight and get a funnel cake.
You can have sausage and peppers.
So, what about head cheese?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. So, although I like potted meat, what's the difference between potted meat and head cheese? Really, to be honest, you know what I mean? What's the difference between a Vienna sausage or a hot dog, for that matter, than head cheese? You know, let's be honest.
Be honest.
Today in birthdays, Karen Grassel turns 80 years old today.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you do. You just don't know that you know who it is.
Karen Grassel. Okay, who is Karen Grassel?
She played Carolyn Ingalls on Little House on the Prairie. She was the mom on Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, you know, I didn't really watch Little House on the Prairie.
Really?
That much, yeah.
I read all the books by Laura Ingalls Wilder and everything. Didn't watch the show. It was a mainstay in our home, the Little House on the Prairie. Mm-hmm. But she played the mom on Little House on the Prairie.
No wonder why you got a delusional version of what your wife should be doing inside the house because of that movie.
She's 80 years old today. Former talk show host, the Red Glasses herself.
Oh, Sally Jesse Raphael.
You know how old she is?
90?
She's 80. Oh. She's 80. I would have thought she was older.
I too.
She's 80 as well.
Apparently, I thought she was older.
Woo!
What?
Ric Flair. It's
yes.
his birthday today. 16-time limousine riding, kiss stealing, son of a gun. The man that said, before you can be the man, you must beat the man.
Ooh.
Ric Flair, 16 times World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. And that's wrestling, R-A-S-S-L-I-N.
Wrestling.
He's 73 today. Big Gator fan, too. His daughter's graduated from Florida. Charlotte, the one of the Charlotte Flair big wrestler, she graduated, Florida girl. All of them, big Florida fan. And Rick wrestled up until about 4 years ago. But Rick's 73 years young today. Writer Jack Handy. You may not know who he is. I know who he is because I do stand-up comedy, and Jack Handy's been one of my idols. Jack Handy was one of the original writers for Saturday Night Live.
Mm-hmm.
Wrote a lot of the skits that Belushi, Steve Martin, Dan Aykroyd did. He's 73 today. Here's a guy that I never thought was that funny. Maybe you did. Did you ever think Carrot Top was that funny?
Yes.
I don't like prop comics. I don't like comics that have to have something. Like I like Jeff Dunham, but he's one of the very few prop comics I like because he has to have the dolls. Mm-hmm. I don't like like Gallagher with the hammer and everything. I just don't like prop comics. But Carrot Top, he's 57 today. Now you talk about somebody that maybe got I don't know how he blew up the way he did, but he got muscular. I'm not going to have to say how because I don't know, but big guy.
Really?
Big guy now.
Because he was kind of scrawny. I saw him once,
right.
like in my mid-20s.
Real scrawny guy. And he's pulled as tight as Joan Rivers.
Well, okay.
Oh, he's had a lot of plastic surgery. He's 57 today. One of my favorite actresses in one of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
Téa Leoni. She played in Madam Secretary. She's 56 today. Sean Astin, you know who he is? He was in the J.R.R. Tolkien movies, Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and everything.
I never watched that.
He was in those. He was also in 51st Dates with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore, played one of Drew Barrymore's brothers. And he was also Rudy.
Oh, okay.
He played Rudy in the movie Rudy. Sean Astin.
Okay.
51 today.
How about a local birthday?
Well, I got one more.
Okay.
And Chelsea Handler. Well, two more. Chelsea Handler, she's 47 today. And Rashida Jones, who played in The Office and Park and Rec, she's 46 today.
You Chelsea? I didn't think you were a
No,
Chelsea.
I don't like Chelsea Handler. No, she used to be very funny. 15 years ago, I worked a room with her. 20 years ago now, actually. It was 2000, so 21 years ago. Hilarious. But politics had not grabbed her back then. She was hilarious back then.
Yeah.
Now, not so much.
Yeah.
But 20 years ago, she was hilarious. Not Kathleen Madigan hilarious, but close. If you don't know who Kathleen Madigan is, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Go to YouTube her. She's as funny as it gets. So, local birthday?
Local. Chris McNeil.
Really?
Yeah, he's 28.
McNeil today's 28.
Chris McNeil. I don't
Wonder
know.
if he's going to sing himself happy birthday.
28 years old, yes. I don't know if he's going to sing himself, but,
Wonder where he's playing tonight.
I don't know.
Chris McNeil. Good. If you've never seen Chris McNeil, it's worth to go listen to him. He does a pretty good job. Country singer. Does a pretty good job.
He does a great job. I really enjoy listening to him when we catch him.
You know our good friends with the band Side Piece?
Yeah.
You know, they are in the Battle of the Bands. There's a website. I forget what website it is, but you go out and you vote for them. And if they're one of the top three, then they go into competition. And if they win it, they'll open up for the Leonard Skinner Tribute Band in December at On Top of the World. So.
Oh.
Pretty good deal.
Do we know anybody else on the Battle of the Bands?
No, I just know they are because he come and told me about it. So I want to thank all my listeners, everybody who tuned in this week, all of our sponsors. Without you, this show wouldn't be possible. Without the listeners, it really wouldn't be possible. Thanks to my wife for coming in and filling in as she does every Friday to make me sound a whole lot better than I deserve.
You're welcome. I love you.
Okay, there we go. Talk to you next week. See ya.
This is WOCA AM, W242 CAFM, Ocala, the source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
It should be noted it's not official yet, but President Biden has selected D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson as his nominee to succeed retiring Justice Stephen Breyer, making history by picking a black woman for the Supreme Court of the United States.
When you become a judge, you take an oath to look only at the law in deciding your cases, that you set aside your personal views about the circumstances, the defendants, or anything else.
Two sources familiar with the Biden nomination process told Politico Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson will be his selection. Ukrainian President Zelensky posted on social media that he was not afraid to engage in talks with Russia if it could halt the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Now, the Kremlin announced Friday Russian President Vladimir Putin is prepared to send a delegation to negotiate with Ukrainian officials over Ukraine's neutral status. USA Radio News.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need, 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE, 833-34-BIBLE.
3 Minneapolis police officers were found guilty of violating the civil rights of George Floyd.
3 former Minneapolis police officers involved in the police killing of George Floyd were found guilty of violating his civil rights by a federal jury. Tu Tao, J. Alexander Kung, and Thomas Lane were found guilty of depriving Floyd of his civil rights by not attending to his medical needs as former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin knelt on Floyd's neck for more than 9 minutes in the May 25th, 2020 killing. From the USA Radio News Pacific Northwest Bureau, I'm Wendy King.
Russia's violence against Ukraine has triggered sanctions against the country from Western leaders, but ejecting Russia from the Society of Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications, or SWIFT network, could cripple Russia's economy. But on Thursday, the United States and the European Union opted not to cut Russia off from SWIFT at this time. Thanks for listening, and a happy TGIF to you, my friend. We are USA Radio News.
The greatest radio shows of all time.
Frank Sinatra as Rocky Fortune.
Classic radio theater.
Matt Dillon, United States Marshal.
The story of Dr. Kildare.
The Pepsodent Show, starring Bob Hope.
The greatest radio shows of all time. Classic radio theater with Wyatt Cox. On this radio station or wherever podcasts are served, just by searching for Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. That's Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
As the Russian war against its neighbor continues, Lviv, Ukraine resident and media spokesperson for Lviv, Melania Podilyak, on Fox News gives her account.
The last 24 hours have been extremely difficult, and that has actually nothing to do with being here on the ground. Everything is relatively okay here, except for the air raid sirens that we heard every morning, but we are prepared. People know what to do, so it's fine. We have run into more issues concerning supplying our military and whatnot. I am currently helping fundraising for Ukrainian military, and we've run into an issue of Patreon blocking one of the pages, one of our biggest military funds charity that we have all been collecting money for. So that was a problem. Then also an issue of radioactive dust being risen by the military equipment in the region has been quite stressful around here even, but we're again staying calm and hoping for the best. People are collected, people are relatively calm. Yes, there are lines to ATMs and banks, and that is completely justified. However, there's produce in the stores, so we are getting prepared basically.
President Biden on Thursday levied more economic and technology sanctions against Russia's invasion of Ukraine, ordering the deployment of thousands of additional troops to NATO allied Germany, and declaring that America will stand up to Russia's Vladimir Putin. I'm Lance Pry, and we are USA Radio News.
Well, the new year is upon us, and that means getting to those forgotten projects that you promised you would. So whether you're tackling a small honey-do list or building the Taj Mahal, Sunbelt Rentals will help you get the job done right with the right tools. From carpet cleaners to excavators, Sunbelt Rentals has what you need. So what are you waiting for? Get it done. Rent it now. From Sunbelt Rentals, located on Highway 27, just a half mile east of I-75.